Hi there, this is SATYAJIT Films, and welcome to part 5 of my SATYAJIT Ray season. And today's film that we're looking at is 1960s Devi, or the Goddess. So this is after the Apu trilogy, after the Music Room, the Philosopher's Stone, and this is a film which stars a lot of his stock actors and actors that he would feature in his films for years to come. So it has Sumitra Chatterjee, who was the grown-up Apu from Apu Sansar, or World of Apu. He would essentially become his De Niro in Scorsese, or his Toshiro Mifune to Kurosawa. It also stars Sharmila Tagore, who again was in Apu Sansar as Apu's wife. It also stars Chubby Biswas, who was the landowner in the Music Room, and Karuna Banerjee, who was Apu's mother. So this is a film set in the 19th century. So we're still under the landowners. There is still colonialism going on. Sumitra Chatterjee's character goes to university to learn English, because learning English means you do better in business. And it's about the changing culture, which again is a subject that Ray talks about quite a lot. It's how India has changed from the old world to the new world. So this Chubby Biswas is the landowner, like he was in the Music Room, and he's the patriarch, and in this society, you know, father knows best. And his son and daughter stay with him, and his extended family stay with him. So Sumitra Chatterjee and Sharmila Tagore, playing Doya, they stay with him as well, because that's something that's a little bit different in Indian culture and Pakistani culture as well. Generations of families will stay together in like the same house, or the same, in this case, kind of mansion, whereas the Western culture is very much, as soon as you're old enough, you run away from your parents and start out on your own. But anyway, so Biswas has a dream that Doya is the reincarnation of Kali, the mother goddess, and he is so convinced of this that he pretty much gets her to sit on a dais and tells everybody she's the reincarnation of Kali. Obviously his son, who's a bit of a layabout, he just goes with what the father says. His daughter doesn't really believe it, and this happens while Doya's husband, Sumitra Chatterjee, is away at university. She pretty much has no say in it, because again, it's a male dominated society. I mean, Ray is one of the great directors of women, so his later films like Charyulata, for example, The Lonely Wife, women become more prominent and more independent. But as this is set in the 19th century, it's still pretty much patriarchal. So she is pretty much forced to sit in a dais and all day long as people pray to her and praise her. So not surprisingly, when her husband comes back, he's shocked by this and wonders what the hell's going on. They try to escape, but she has difficulty escaping because she feels like, what if she actually is the goddess? There's a scene where the beggar who we're introduced to early on in the film, who sings, again, music is a very important part in Satyajit Ray films, and Devi's no exception. So he brings a sick boy, and of course he wakes up and he's no longer ill, so this is proof that she's the goddess. So this just encourages the father figure, or the grandfather, to invite everybody, and this invigorates him. So there's wonderful shots of like scores of people walking in and bringing their sick children, and bringing, you know, old people wanting to be cured, and it just gets kind of out of hand, and Doya just becomes more and more tired and used up and exhausted, and then his grandson falls ill. And I won't say any more about the film after that, because hopefully people will go and watch it, because it's another fantastic Satyajit Ray film. Again, this film is fantastically acted. I mean, Chatterjee and Tagore are fantastic as the couple, and again they would continue on with Satyajit Ray. Chubby Biswas was coming near the end of his career, so he was pretty much always playing older characters. It's really a film about, again, the different generational views towards religion, and with the modern world and the old world in India, it's the kind of introduction of Christianity as a religion. And again, one of the key things is it's about the whole thing, that's why it's relevant today as well. We see on social media any tragedies that happened, people just say, oh, their thoughts and prayers are with them, but generally you need more than thoughts and prayers to cure somebody of cancer. So again, when things are going well and sick children are being cured, then it's the goddess. But then if things aren't going well, you know, they've been abandoned, and either that or it's all part of the goddess's plan or the god's plan. But if part of a god or goddess's plan is like giving 5-year-old children tumours on their kidneys, I'm not really sure that's a plan you want to be part of anyway. That's beside the point. That's just my opinion. But again, Ray, being a wonderful artist, isn't necessarily judging. He's pretty much just showing you the facts, and it's whether you want to believe it one way or another. Again, the cinematography is beautiful, the compositions are beautiful. He has really impressive tracking shots through reeds. He does slow close-ups into characters' faces. Again, Tagore, who's really young, gives a great performance, and near the end, she's just quite fantastic. The ending might not be satisfying to people, but I think it works well. It's a film about big issues and big questions, of faith and belief, and it's just really, really good. I mean, I know That's now 5 Satyajit Ray films I've talked about, and personally they would all be a minimum of 4 stars out of 5 for me, and a couple of 5-star films. Again, music, you might need to get used to the music a little bit, but music does form a very important part of his films. Granted, this this is on DVD, so the print's not brilliant. There's a lot of scuffs and marks, because again, Ray wasn't dealing with high quality stock when he was making these films, and a lot of his films have been damaged over the years. But there's wonderful shots, light and dark. There's beautiful night scenes that are lit just with lanterns in the distance. It's just a beautifully composed film, as if you've seen any Satyajit Ray films. That's one of his trademarks. He is a true master, and hopefully this series will get people out watching his films, because they certainly deserve it. So let me know in the comments below if you've seen Devi, the Goddess, what you think of it, whether I'm talking nonsense or not, and hopefully we will see you for part 6 of the Satyajit Ray season. This is Solitaire Ronan saying, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again.